Hey guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Dan.
This is the Board Game Rundown. Today we are going to do a preview of Quatermain.
What?
Quatermain. Because there's no R, right? It's not Quatermain.
Not quarter.
Quatermain. Basically, this is a deck building game based on the legend and the stories of Allan Quatermain. Designed by Peter Schultz. And this plays 2 to 4 players. Says ages 14 and up and 75 minutes on the rule book. I would say like an hour and a half is pretty reasonable. It's just some.
I think this game time will actually cut down considerably.
Once everybody knows.
Yeah, once people kind of know
everything,
what's going on. Yeah, I think 75 is a nice overshoot, and it's nice to see someone overshoot instead of undershoot every once in a while.
Yeah.
True.
So this is I don't want to say Dominion style game, but it's kind of a Dominion style game.
Style, yes.
Let's
Right.
face it.
But unlike Dominion, and I mean this in a positive way, the theme really does come through with this. Because basically you've got a hand of cards that you're going to be playing every round. It could be ammunition, it could be adventure cards, which are going to give you additional actions, which could be to buy more things. It could be to hunt more creatures out on the savannah. It could be, there's all just different kinds of stuff you can do, right?
Right.
So like Dominion, normally you're only going to have like one of each kind of action, where getting the extra cards are going to allow you to do more of those things. There are creatures, all sorts of awesome critters, and some enemies that you can encounter, some dangerous things.
They fight back.
And they fight back is a good way to say it. And so there's also penalties, right, if they get all the way up to the front.
You don't do anything about it.
And one of the things that really makes this game sing for me is that the market is pretty much set. The allies will change as you buy them. They all will cost the same in each stack, but they're going to convey different abilities. As you get them. You're going to choose to have one ally and one gun basically active. But then out here on the Veldt, there is you've got your close range, then your medium range, then your long range, and then the horizon. So you can see the animals coming in. And so as you take animals out, and later on after everything is all done, then they all slide down, and then we refill.
Yep.
So this is shifting. I will say that there are almost always enough options that you can just about kill stuff every turn. Early on, it might be a little hit or miss, no pun intended, as you just are limited.
Bullets you got.
With how many bullets you have. You might have a dud turn in an early round, but not for long.
Yeah, they make them pretty cheap, so you can build up on them pretty quick.
Yeah, really cheap. Because I kept expecting for things to be way more expensive. I'm like, oh, that's not that bad.
Well, it also makes it really tempting to oversaturate your deck with these cards that might not help you in every circumstance, right?
Right. Like I never took a free bullet.
Yeah, I actually never did either.
Yeah, the only ones I bought were the +3s.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I bought a bunch of +2s and stuff also. But anyways,
these are not the only ones of these, are there?
There's a few more in the box. There's a few other options.
Change it up.
These were the recommended ones.
Yeah, this is recommended first game, and but they're all fairly standard. I think once you understand the terminology, this game plays very easily. And I mean that as a compliment, because ease of teach is always big. Right? Because we're not always lucky to play games with other hardcore gamers, right? Sometimes we're trying to play games we really like with people that
new people in.
Yeah, that aren't as into the hobby as us, right? So I feel like this is pretty accessible because it all makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? You're about to say something?
I don't remember.
Okay, cool. Glad I cut you off. But anyways, yeah. So again, though, right? Iconography is very clear.
Yep.
The money cards are gold, right? The adventure cards are brown. The allies are blue. I mean, everything is very clear. The bullets are gray. Bob, I don't think this is super color reliant, but as a color blind person, if you were looking at this as a finished version of the game.
So I was a little concerned when you said that the green cards are the animals and there'll be red cards coming through as enemies. And I was like, uh-oh.
All right.
But no, they're almost like a maroon, like almost a brown. So it's super easy to tell apart.
They also do have icons in the top
and then they also do have icons. Like animals have animals, and enemies have the
all the enemies seem to only give you
and the enemy animals
trait.
also have the enemy sign on them too, right?
Yep.
So you're not going to mistake
very
that.
Distinct difference.
Yeah.
So
You're not going to mistake that for a regular animal.
There's also shame cards.
Yep. So if the enemies come down the bottom, you don't do anything about it, you'll gain shame.
Yep. Which then knock out your allies. And a very unique way to score, which I really appreciate, is that you're only going to be able to score each one of your gold, your diamonds, or silver for each ally you have.
Right, so it kind of makes you get
allies. So let's just say Dan only had 3 allies, but he had all these extra points that he now cannot score because he doesn't have enough allies
to match up with it.
Yeah.
When that happened, Dan?
When that hurt.
And
I think that's what happened.
I
because
don't have enough cards laying down for the example.
Exactly.
And some of the allies have, they can let you score more than one.
So
Correct.
And they say it right on
neat
there.
abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, it's all really clear because it just says, score 2 wealth cards.
And I like, too, how when you buy the guns, because the guns all have different ranges depending on what kind of guns you have, and they stay in your gun rack. And then each turn you choose which ally and which gun you want to take with you after you see your hand and what you've got available to you.
Right.
So that's kind of neat that you can kind of change those out back and forth.
Because you're prepping to go out on the hunt, right?
Exactly, yeah. You're like, let's go on an adventure. I'm going to take you and that gun there. Let's go.
Yeah. You know you're not going to be able to defeat that enemy, so who has the red shirt on?
Yeah, but, I mean, this was, I guess, I was almost surprised, and I don't want to sound insulting when I say that, about, like, A, how well it played, B, how easy it was to understand. I mean, this is a prototype rulebook, and there's lots of really good examples. The only thing I would say, and this, again, prototype, right, is just like a player aid with flow of game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could do that on a card size, right? Have one for each player.
Yeah, we were passing the rule book around at the beginning just so people could see what order cards were played on and stuff and everything like that. And yeah, just a really quick, like maybe these symbols and order of play.
Right.
That's
Break down the
all
symbols
you
on one
need.
side, order of play on the other.
But, I mean, everything was really straightforward. Like, there were no
Not
fuzzy
difficult.
rule things. I mean, I think for the most part, it was
the
like...
The only fuzzy thing that we thought maybe was when it says destroy a wealth card, does it have to be from your hand or can it be from
Where
the
does
discard
it go
pile?
when it's destroyed?
And that was, well, no, that was clear. When it's destroyed, it goes back to the front.
Yeah, that was clear.
You were the only one that was
You were the only one on clear on that. We tried to tell you 3 times.
It's right there.
It's not actually right there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm really vocal that I don't like Dominion. I think it's
Same.
really boring, and I think while I understand
Same.
it's a building block, I think it gets way too much love nowadays. Like, it's like saying
There's
games that
too
do it
many
better.
other games
it's
that
like
do it
saying
way
Clue's
better.
the best deduction game. I'm just like have you played others?
Yeah.
If you like Clue, that's fine. If you like Dominion, that's fine. But there are better versions, I think, more modernized versions. And I like Arctic Scavenger a lot, even though it's a Dominion type game, because it takes that Dominion format, but it just makes it interesting to me personally, right? Subjective. And I mean, this one did that. I was really surprised that. So this is gonna sound maybe really boring to some people out there, but something that I've always wanted, and this almost kind of accidentally does. This might be the most realistic Western game I've ever
Well, it's not
played.
even Western, though, because
That's
you're
what I'm
hunting
saying,
in
though.
Africa.
It's
but
like
yes.
if you want, what I'm saying is like if you want that cowboy feeling, this is what that is. You are trying to make money and take your guns and hunt animals and just survive and get these like allies
gold and
silver. And like I was kind of playing. I was like, this might be the most realistic Western game I've ever played. And it's not even trying to do that, I love this gun rack system. You have guns that you swap out off your gun rack because you're gonna go on a hunt. And you're like, I'm gonna hunt close range game today, so I'm gonna take my pistol instead of my rifle.
That's
And
right,
and like I this system right here is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good and nice twist, right? On a I've
thing.
got this, there's like kind of refreshing. We love deck builders. Right?
Yeah.
We all love deck builders here. And it's funny because we all love deck builders here and we all kind of on Dominion, right? We all like universally, it's like, well, there's just other games that we'd rather play.
Right.
And what's awesome is to get an opportunity to play something that's another deck builder that it in a way feels so close to Dominion, yet is so not, right? So, I mean, just a huge compliment to that.
Just the fact that when you pay for something using one of the animals,
Yes.
it doesn't go back into your deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've paid for it. It's gone.
Yeah.
It goes away.
You're
It
trading that
gets
in for
discarded
something.
because
That
you have
alone is what really got me.
Yeah.
So I was
really
like,
expended the currency. Again, on theme.
Yeah, it makes the animals literally trade like what they would be. You're trading in the hide for
for fortune or for
and stuff
this
like that.
money.
Or reputation,
some
right?
gold.
Or if you like, I really want to get those diamonds and I don't quite have enough of the trophies, I'm going to hold on to it and it can go in my deck. I haven't spent it
I'm
yet.
going to cash in on that
And
reputation later,
I hope
right?
I can get enough.
Yeah, the fact that you can choose to spend it immediately when you kill it or save it for later. Again, fantastic
Yeah,
system.
just really
Everything
neat
that has to do
stuff.
with this hunting track is what makes this game for me, and
Yes.
it is everything about it is well done. There wasn't a single thing about this hunting track and this gun system that I didn't like and I didn't feel like was on theme. They did a great job with that.
I want to play it again.
Yeah. Well, see, right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the opinion, right? Is I want to play it again.
Yeah.
Same. I want to do better.
Right. Yeah.
But I also like. I mean, I didn't do terribly.
Almost won too. But I want to win next.
Didn't do terribly, but I definitely like picked up like, oh, I should have bought some of these earlier. This is one that it's like, man, I can't wait to see what the other cards in the box do.
Right. I definitely didn't have the strongest engine ever.
Oh, that's supposed to be an engine.
But so I'll be interested to see as the Kickstarter evolves, like everything that comes along with this. But for sure, if you like deck builders.
Like lighter,
this one.
like
Check
this
it out.
lighter version of deck builder. I don't know what you call this, but like pure deck builder, right?
Pure
I think
deck
is what
builder.
people call it.
Yeah.
But if you like the pure deck builder, and also especially if this kind of hunting theme, I mean, keep an eye on this Kickstarter. This came out of nowhere for me, and this is really good.
Yeah.
I liked this.
This was suggested by our friends at the Board Game Mechanics.
Oh, never mind. It's terrible.
Okay. Yeah. Strike one.
And they put us in touch, and this is really exciting.
Yeah, it's a win.
This is definitely a big time. Going to be a lot of fun.
So this isn't a full-on review. We're not going to rate this game.
It's a prototype one.
Yeah, basically we're just going to say, do we recommend it or not? It sounds like everyone recommends it.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly recommend this. I really can't wait to see what the Kickstarter looks like.
Same.
So thank you for giving us the opportunity to play
This is
it.
the Kickstarter.
Right.
You've got it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Solid. So anyways, for the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
I've been Bob.
Hi, Spencer.
Dan.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for checking out the Board Game Rundown. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos on social media and spread the word. We publish new content weekly, including reviews, unboxing, and Let's Plays. And as always, thanks for watching.